Well, first I heard about Dr. Danny. I didn't know there was brain training, but I knew he had a lot of integrated techniques. A close friend of mine heard about him from one of her dance partners, and she went to see Dr. Danny, and she came back telling me he's pretty amazing. The brain training, I didn't do brain training initially, but I got to brain training because we had a very significant issue with our youngest daughter, who was almost 20. Not having these kinds of problems before, she got hit very badly with digestive issues, anxiety, depression, and then she was non-functional. And this happened when she came home from school in May. I guess she had been having problems during the school year, just this year, but they weren't anywhere near as bad as when she came home. And she was working with a PHP, a partial hospitalization program, through North Shore, which met 5 days a week, group work and individual counseling, and for 5 weeks. She was also on a bunch of drugs prescribed by the doctor, but she wasn't getting better, really. When she wasn't in the class, she was basically in bed, and she wasn't eating, and she wasn't sleeping very well. I asked her if she would go see Dr. Danny for something called brain training, which of course I didn't exactly know what it was, but I heard it was supposed to be very good. She went willingly, and I said, I'll go with you, and I will have brain training also. It was about 3 weeks before she was supposed to go off to school, so it was critical timing. Nomi went in to see Dr. Danny, and it was about a half-hour or 40-minute session. She came out full of tears, white face, red eyes, and she said, I don't know how he knew all the things that he knew. I'm not sure I want to go through this, but I know he can help me. So I went in for brain training after that, right after her session, and it was good. There were things that he did that I had experienced, and then some things he did that I hadn't. In any case, Nomi and I went back during those 3 weeks for 5 sessions. She would have a session, and then I would have a session. Her second session, she came out smiling, and it only got better from there. Around the second session, after that session, she started to eat again normally, and her sleeping was more normal, and she was smiling, and she was more engaged like normal, her normal self. And after the 5th brain training session, which was on a Saturday, we hopped into my car and we drove her down to school. And that's where she's been ever since, and she's managing well. She's always been bright. She's been very capable. She's a great girl. Summer was a big anomaly. She's back to her schooling. She's in the band. She has a leadership role. She started dancing, which is a shock, and she's the president of the dance club, and she just got 20 of her trumpet players into the dance club. I'm sure she's not 100% and all settled, but she's doing very well considering where she was during the summer, and we are all thrilled.